Hello and welcome to WatchMojo UK's Weekly Lowdown, a super serious UK news show about some things you care about and some things you probably don't. So, first off...
Okay boys, let's go to work.
Guess what? We're getting a David Bowie biopic, a film called Saddest that chronicles his 1971 tour of the US. I mean, we've had Bohemian Rhapsody, so why not, eh? Oh, and just one little thing, there's not going to be any of Bowie's music in it.
You're familiar with the phrase, man's reach exceeds his grasp.
Basically, Bowie's son, Duncan Jones, has spoke out about the fact that the filmmakers of said biopic haven't got the blessing of the family and therefore haven't got the rights to the music. The producers of the film have said that the story they want to tell is not reliant on the use of Bowie's music, however, and have compared the situation to something like the John Lennon biopic Nowhere Boy, which was a similar copyright situation. But come on, Bowie without Bowie's iconic music? What's that all about?
Oh, the media monkeys and the junket junkies will invite you to the plastic pantomime.
So the Super Bowl was on Sunday night, just gone, and you're either a totally disappointed part-time Rams fan or you're just sick of hearing about it, full stop. But we thought we'd just ask some of you guys in our YouTube community tab what you thought of it, and the general consensus was pretty conclusive. It's a sport in America, and it should stay there. Lucy Pimlott summed up the feelings of many of the commenters quite well. She said, who would deliberately wake up and watch Adam Levine shred his top? Seriously though, it's just a game with a song in the middle of it.
No, forget it, I'll talk to you later. Well, whatever.
Now do you remember last week when you said, God, I'd love to own the puppets from Spit and Image, terrify my neighbours with them and have a tea party with them and take some creepy family photos? Well, now you can, because 40 of them are going under the hammer, including the puppets of Tom Hanks, Boy George, and former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, the latter being arguably the most well-known puppet from the show.
Write out 1,000 times I must not use London transport.
I'll tell you what, imagine buying those 3 puppets specifically. Endless possibilities.
You know my policy on stealing from one's friends.
Now just a very quick Doctor Who related story. See, Whoopi Goldberg has recently come out and said that she threw her hat into the ring to play the first female Doctor, being both a big fan of British TV and sci-fi. Of course, we know that the BBC did go with Jodie Whittaker instead, but still, I think it's an interesting discussion. Imagine what Series 11 would have been like with Whoopi Goldberg instead. Would it have made it better, worse, more American? Let us know in the comments.
They always said I had it, but I never did. I never had it.
Now those of you sick of hearing about who's going to play the next James Bond may find solace in this next story, as it has been rumoured that Robert Pattinson could be in contention to take over from Ben Affleck's Caped Crusader. Yep, Robert Pattinson could be the next Batman.
Breathe it in.
Now of course when you hear the name Robert Pattinson, the first thing you'll likely think of is the 2006 film The Haunted Airman. Said no one ever. No, of course, Twilight is the first thing that everyone thinks about. The teen vampire franchise that went into the stratosphere popularity-wise and saw Pattinson play a sparkling bloodsucker called Edward. Whether or not this even has a remote chance of happening remains to be seen, but Pattinson does get a hell of a lot of flack for Twilight, and a lot of people haven't actually seen some of his good performances. I mean, just watch Good Time in 2017 to see what I mean. That will totally blow the dull, boring, slow Twilight gremlin right out your nose.
How would you like it if I made you cry, huh? Would you like that?
With that said, imagine if his Batman performance was like Edward from Twilight, a fidgety, angsty, teenager-like bore who's just sulking all the time and sounds like he's constipated.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
In other news, the upcoming Oscars will be without a host for the first time in 30 years. Everyone lost their shit over the new Avengers Endgame trailer, and the Banksy artwork that self-destructed through a shredder frame is going on show in a museum in Germany. See you next week. Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.